shot set, but yeah.
All right, today we're going to be tying an insanely effective fly and a very simple fly. A lot of the flies that I'm tying, I'm looking for something simple, quick to tie, but that's really effective. It's fun to tie fancy, complicated flies every now and again. But realistically, when it comes to fishing, I usually need a bunch of flies for friends, for other people that I'm fishing with, whatever it may be. And this is one of those. I fished this pattern last year, literally for 2 months straight. And that's it. This pattern and that seasonal help pattern. Anyway, so this is called the Quill Bomb. Now, in the vise hook wise, I'm using a Umpqua 400 BL in 16. And for the BEad, it's the Insta-Jig. They call them jig bombs. And this is copper and 2.5 millimeter. To start, I'm using this Veevus body quill. This is an olive color. So I'm just going to start right behind the BEad. Get that body quill tied on. This body quill is such a cool material. It's got a little sparkle to it. It looks really, really good. All right, I'm going to come back up and just lock that bead in so it's not sliding all over the place. Now when I come back, I'm going to bring it to about where that barb would be if there was a barb, just to kind of give you a point of reference. And for the tail, as usual, we're going to be using some Spanish Coq de Leon. Get a handful of fibers. And I just want this about the shank of the hook. Try to do very few wraps as you're working everything in. Adjust it to where you need it. And then do touching wraps. Bring that back up most of the way. Trim that out. Now I'm going to start working on that taper. And to do the taper, I just start at the front of the fly. I'm going to work my way back, take a wide turn back up. Then I'm going to do it again. Just go down a little, not as far down. I want that back just a little thicker, but it's still a super thin fly. All right, there we go. Take it almost to the front. Just do a 2 or 3 turn whip finish. This is going to have UV resin on it, so you don't really have to worry about that. You just don't want it to go anywhere while you're tying. Trim that thread off. Next, we're using just some Semperfli 12-aught in fluorescent orange, just to add a little hot spot. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 2 or 3 turns, trim that. Now I want you to make sure you're looking at the underneath side of your fly. This only needs about 5 turns, and then come in with your whip. Just 2 or 3 turns. And just make sure that when you do that, that underside is nice and clean and that thread didn't slide back. So it's just a few turns. Trim it off. See, when I trim that, I had a little fray. All I do is take a lighter. That's it. And that fray's gone, and as much as I need it to be gone. Now, we're going to come back through with some Solarez in black. I'm not taking a lot of it, but just take a little bit. Just put a nice little dot on the head of that fly. It's really not that much. Hit it with your light for a second. Now, I'm going to come back through with some Solarez thin. This is in the hard, not the flex. And we're just going to coat the body. I'm not trying to build up a huge body with this. Just trying to coat all that body quill. Gives it a little shine. And a little protection on that thread. Make sure it's even all around. Grab your light, go ahead and hit it again. And there you go. That is the olive quill bomb. I also like to tie these in a brown and in this yellow. This material's awesome and easy to work with. Anyway, tie some up and go fish them.